We'll be doing this UBC China Forum Q&A session today, and we'll be talking about what's UBC China Forum and what's the forum about, when and where it is. We'll also be answering questions from the chat. So yeah, I'm Caitlin. I'm UBC China Forum's vice president this year, and I'm currently in year 3, UBC Sauder. And David?
Yeah, my name's David, and I'm an Irish student at UBC, currently in my 4th year, about to graduate this May. So, super excited about that. What do you think are some of the challenges of hosting the forum so far?
Yeah, so basically, the biggest challenge this year is to do everything online. And we have a whole team of people, and it's really hard to keep everyone on the same page, especially during this online environment. And I think it's really important just to keep everyone motivated. But we've worked really hard during these 8 months, and I really appreciate everyone in our team, their time and effort, especially when everyone's in a different time. What about you, David? What's the biggest challenge you're facing?
Yeah, I definitely think the biggest challenge for me is Zoom fatigue. I can't seem to keep up with all the online classes, meetings, and media. But ultimately, I think it's a beautiful thing what the forum is doing. Within our internal team, we're bringing 60 students from all over the world together, and we're trying to organize this conference for even more students in UBC. And hopefully the forum will be joined by all sorts of people from Canada and also to people from China to learn more about these two countries' relationships, future interactions, and developments in our 4 specific panels, which is going to be ventures, retail, technology, and IR. I see Julia asks, if I can't speak Chinese, can I still attend? Yes, you most definitely can still attend if you don't speak Chinese, because the forum is going to be in English as the main language. And even some of our keynotes that will be in Chinese will have live translation. So you don't have to worry about not being able to understand or speak Chinese.
Yeah, so basically what you need to do is just click the live streaming link on the day of the forum and then just hop in whenever you want. So as well, the RSVP link is out in our IG bio if you want to just click that and RSVP.
Wilson says, what are some companies that are going to be there? So we have a lot of companies actually. So for example, for technology, we have Amazon. We have the former chief scientist at Amazon. We have the chief security officer at Huawei there as well. So that guy's name is Andreas Wagen for Amazon. Oliveira Zatizalo for Huawei, chief security officer. We have Bill Tam. He's the founder and chief operating officer at Digital Technology Supercluster. We have Chris Pura as that day's moderator. He's the CEO of Canadian Ecosystem Institute. For ventures, we have Noah Holdings. We have the CIO of Noah Holdings. We have a managing partner at Fresco Capital. And also we have Song Hongbin, which is an author of a financial book. What other companies? Let me think. For IR, there's not really companies, but we have UBC profs. We have profs from Beida, which is Peking University. We have profs from Fudan University in China. And for retail, retail, there's some big ones. We have vice president of JD.com, Jing Dong. We have SnapPay, the founder of SnapPay as well. And we have, what's the final one? Oh, we have the former CEO of Tom Lee Music. So hopefully that answered your questions.
And David, I'm wondering how will the forum strengthen Canada and China relations, and why it's important to hold the forum this year?
Okay, I guess I'll start with why we're trying to host the 2021 UBC China Forum. So I think there are 2 main reasons. First, as our student organization, I think what we really want to do is increase public knowledge of Canada-China relations. Because right now we're in a quite crucial and fragile period where Canadian public opinion of China has never been lower, and Canada's need for better relations with China has never been greater as well. So to use some statistics to put this in perspective, I guess, in 2009, only 27% of Canadians saw China in a negative light, and this number has risen to 73% this year. And I think this is all due to a lack of understanding. So I believe that student-led actions and conferences like ours is very important and matter a lot because they'll play a significant role in informing Canadian public opinion of China and vice versa. And second, why it's important, I think it's important to have conferences like this with experts to increase understanding between Canada and China through one simple thing, and that's dialogue. So despite difficulties in Canada-China relations right now, I think it's critical for both sides to communicate at all possible levels, especially at the ground level, what we're trying to do here, and also certainly in the business sphere. So through our three panels, business panels, ventures, technology, and retail, obviously, and IR covers the IR aspect of this whole situation. And yeah, so this year we've invited a great lineup of internationally renowned business leaders and world-class scholars to have these conversations at the forum. And like I said, I think without communication, misunderstandings will only multiply. So it's important to have these conversations, to have these dialogues, communication between the two countries, so then the two countries can take pragmatic steps forward, right? And this is why I think the forum is important. And what was the second question, Caitlin?
How will the forum strengthen Canada-China relations?
Okay, so how will the China Forum strengthen Canada-China relations? I definitely think will strengthen Canada-China relations from the bottom up. So a lot of times people ask me, like, as students, how are we going to do something so huge or, overwhelming? But I think it's actually quite simple, right? We can start from the bottom up, and the most obvious way we can make a difference is by encouraging new and younger participants to learn more about China and its interaction with Canada in ways that are not biased, misinformed, or incomplete. So that's definitely what we can start with. And in addition, I think the beauty of conferences like this is that differences in values and institutions aren't hidden, right? Our goal is simply to have these ground level conversations that are meaningful between experts from both Canada and China. That is all. And that's all we have to start with. So our mission, yes, it really does start at the ground level, and we really want to emphasize the people-to-people connections between the two countries, because that's a very, very important stabilizer in keeping these two countries, I guess, stabilized. And that's also where change takes place at the ground level. So I think the ground level is where we start, and that's also our how, and that's also where the humanity is. And that's how we're going to strengthen China-Canada relations from the bottom up.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw someone asking, is the forum free? Yeah, it's completely free this year. And what you need to do is just click that link in our bio to RSVP, or just click the live stream link during the 4 days on forum and just join us. Someone asked us what's the difference between this year's forum and last year's. So basically the main difference is that we hold our forum this year online. So we have basically a broader reach of audience. So everyone can join us from everywhere around the world. And yeah, so we really appreciate actually this online environment to let everyone join this conversation and talk about the topics we're going to cover in the forum.
Yeah, and another big difference, I think, is that this year we'll have a multitude of perspectives and speakers from very diverse backgrounds. So last year, mainly our speakers were still from Asia, that region, but this year we have a lot of speakers from Canada, North America, the US, and we have just as many speakers, counterparts in China. So it's going to be very nice bringing them both together to have that sort of dialogue to promote understanding and to see potential areas for cooperation and collaboration. How many people, Caitlin, are in our planning team, and how long has the team been planning this conference?
As I just said, we have a whole team of 60 people, and we've been planning and organizing this, preparing for this forum for an entire 8 months.
UBC Print asked, how do you guys make it work with so many people in the club? So I definitely think it all starts with the people. The most important thing in an organization for me is the right people, right? And if they're all on board. So we made sure while we, on the onboarding process and recruiting, everyone was super passionate about our mission and our purpose. So that's number one, I think. Number two, our organizational structure is actually quite like an actual business organization, I'd say. So we have me and Caitlin, the presidents, and then we have department chairs, then the department directors, and then the associates. So that's actually a really good way of managing organization with this many people. And you have anything to add, Caitlin? I don't know if that was the best answer.
Yeah, and I also want to thank everyone in our team for the 8 months work out because we're a totally student-run and non-profit organization, and everyone come together just because we have this same goal of promoting China and Canada's business and concepts between the countries. Do you need to know Chinese to join the team? No. Um, no, we're using English to communicate this as well.
Yeah. Within our internal team, actually everything is in English and communicated in English. So that is not a problem at all. We could end here today and we'll probably do another live stream sometime closer to the forum.
Yeah, so just a reminder, the forums from March 19th to 22nd. So just go to our website. The link is in our bio and sign up for our forum.